Picture a hole in the ground. Now imagine it stretching deeper than the tallest skyscrapers are high. That's where our story begins. Not a basement, not a tunnel, but one of the deepest holes ever dug by humans. And it keeps going farther than you'd ever expect. A hole that keeps going, every level revealed another descent, disappearing deeper into the darkness below. Down and down, endless tunnels stretched beneath the earth, connecting hidden chambers with stairways carved completely by hand. 18 stories, stacked beneath one humble farmhouse, each level hand-dug deeper into the earth than the last. Carved out by one man with nothing but time, obsession, and a shovel that started it all. Think about that for a second. One person created an underground world that seems almost impossible to believe. 18 stories, imagine a skyscraper flipped underground, reaching just as far beneath the surface. Instead of steel and glass, this underground tower was built from earth, stone, and human determination. Raw earth, transformed into walls, tunnels, and chambers through years of careful work beneath the surface. Reaching toward the center of the planet, this underground creation pushed deeper into the earth than anyone could imagine. Reaching toward the center. For years, the work continued beneath the surface, slowly transforming ordinary earth into an extraordinary underground world. Nobody outside his family knew, a massive underground world was quietly being created beneath their feet. Neighbors thought he was digging a small project, never suspecting the massive underground labyrinth below. Underneath their feet, an incredible underground masterpiece remained completely invisible to the outside world. He was building a city, hidden underground, where every passage reflected years of relentless determination. This is the story of relentless determination that transformed solid ground into an underground masterpiece. How far one person can go when determination becomes stronger than every obstacle in the way. When an idea takes hold, ordinary people can create extraordinary things through persistence and hard work. Until one misjudged ventilation shaft nearly turned an incredible achievement into a devastating catastrophe. Stick around, because the final chapter changes everything. What happened in the end is more incredible than the journey itself. Every obsession starts somewhere small, with a simple idea that slowly grows into something much bigger than anyone could imagine. For our subject, what started as curiosity slowly transformed into a remarkable journey of patience, determination, and discovery. We'll call him the Digger, a mysterious figure whose determination transformed ordinary ground into an extraordinary underground creation. It started with a single request from his wife, never knowing it would inspire one of the most unbelievable creations hidden underground. Dig a root cellar, that was the simple request. But what started as a small project would become something far greater than anyone imagined. A place to store potatoes, a simple underground cellar for food storage. Yet this small idea would eventually grow into an unbelievable creation. A hole maybe 6 feet deep, that was the original plan. But with every shovel of dirt removed, the vision grew far beyond expectations. The kind of project that starts with a simple idea, but slowly grows into something far beyond what anyone could have imagined. He finished it in a day, at least, that was the plan. What began as a simple task would soon become a journey that lasted far beyond anyone's expectations. And then he kept going. While others would have stopped, he pushed forward, carving new paths and expanding his hidden world beneath the surface. Nobody understood what drove him to keep going. While others questioned his efforts, he continued building a secret underground world one tunnel at a time. He wasn't building a cellar anymore. The small project had grown beyond its original purpose, becoming a massive underground creation hidden beneath the surface. He wasn't building a cellar anymore. The small project had grown beyond its original purpose, becoming a massive underground creation hidden beneath the surface. Watching a plan take shape, he saw empty earth transform into something meaningful, a hidden creation built through patience, effort, and determination. One shovelful at a time, he continued deeper into the earth, slowly transforming a simple idea into an underground world built through patience and determination. Dig, lift, toss. Again and again, the process repeated for years. Every movement brought him closer to creating an underground world that seemed impossible. For most people, this would have been too difficult, too time-consuming, and too impossible to continue. But he saw a purpose where others saw limits. That rhythm gets old after an hour. But he wasn't doing it for an afternoon. He continued for years, repeating the same exhausting process to bring his vision to life. For the digger, it seemed to unlock something, a feeling of purpose and progress that pushed him to continue deeper, creating more than just tunnels beneath the earth. Friends who visited in those early years remembered him talking about just one more room. But that one room became another, and another, as the underground world continued to grow. A place to sit, that was the simple idea. But as the rooms expanded, the underground space became something far greater than a quiet place to rest. A place to sit, that was the simple idea. But as the rooms expanded, the underground space became something far greater than a quiet place to rest. A place to simply exist, somewhere peaceful beneath the surface, where every room carried the story of years of dedication and endless effort. Away from the noise of the world above, he created a hidden place of silence and solitude, where every tunnel and room reflected years of patience and dedication. Every new space he carved became another piece of a growing underground world, a place shaped by countless hours of effort and a vision that refused to stop. Seemed to answer a need, not just for storage or space, but for something deeper, a place where his ideas could grow and his vision could become reality. He hadn't even known he had discovered a passion that would reshape his life, turning a simple project into a journey that would last for years. Until suddenly, everything changed. One unexpected moment threatened to undo years of careful work, forcing him to face his greatest challenge yet. There was a new room, then another beyond it. With every new chamber, the underground world became more complex, more ambitious, and harder to walk away from. By the time 5 years had passed, what began as a simple backyard project had grown into something few people would have believed possible beneath the surface. The cellar had become a basement, and the basement was already becoming something much larger. What started as a storage space was evolving into an underground world of its own. The basement became a maze, as new passages stretched in every direction, connecting hidden rooms, narrow corridors, and tunnels carved deeper into the earth. New tunnels heading in every direction, each one connected to another chamber, expanding the underground labyrinth farther beneath the earth than anyone imagined. Nobody could explain why he kept digging long after the original project was complete. Yet his vision continued growing deeper with every passing year. His wife had stopped asking when the digging would finally end. By then, it was clear this had become far more than a simple home project. Where the next tunnel was headed, no one could say for certain. Even as the underground world expanded, the destination seemed known only to the digger. The answer was rarely a plan, it was usually an idea that grew with every tunnel, every room, and every new possibility hidden beneath the earth. It was a feeling he was following, a quiet instinct that urged him to keep digging, long after logic suggested the work should have ended. One that only made sense to him. While others saw endless digging, he saw a vision taking shape beneath the earth, a world that existed only in his imagination. This is the part of the story where most projects would stop. The goal had been reached, the work was already impressive, and most people would have walked away. But he wasn't finished. Soil isn't forgiving, every inch of progress required exhausting effort, careful work, and the patience to keep going when the ground fought back. He learned to read the ground, understanding where to dig, where to build, and how the earth itself guided the creation growing beneath his feet. And so the digging never stopped, day after day, year after year, he continued expanding the underground world, driven by a vision that kept growing deeper. And so the digging never stopped, day after day, year after year, he continued expanding the underground world, driven by a vision that kept growing deeper. He had built himself a city with no sky, a hidden world beneath the earth, filled with tunnels, chambers, and passages shaped entirely by his own hands. But comfort came with a price. The deeper he went, the more challenges appeared. Maintaining this hidden world required constant effort, patience, and sacrifice. The price was air, because the deeper he built, the harder it became to maintain a safe supply of oxygen. His underground world needed a way to breathe. Nobody noticed, while the world continued above, an entire hidden creation was expanding beneath their feet. A secret underground world was growing in silence. The air kept moving, just less of it. Deep underground, the hidden world began facing a silent problem, one that could threaten everything he had built. Headaches, dizziness, small warning signs that something beneath the surface wasn't right. The lack of fresh air was slowly revealing the danger of his underground world. It took a visitor, someone seeing the underground world for the first time, to realize that something beneath the surface wasn't quite right. The race against the air had begun. He had created a world beneath the earth, but now he had to find a way to keep it alive and breathable. A tiny mistake had nearly destroyed everything, proving that even the greatest creations can be threatened by the smallest errors hidden beneath the surface. If this story pulled you in, we hope you enjoyed uncovering this incredible journey. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with another fascinating story soon. We'll see you in the next one.